Hello, test mic 1 2 1 2. Is my voice good? Hello? Let me check the phone. Hold on. Okay lang kayo. Parang di ako live. Oh, wait. Di ako live. There we go. Okay. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat, guys. It's Wednesday. And meron naman tayong bagong episode ng BULLGAR. Hello, good morning. Lay, as always. Musta ka naman, wala ka namang feeling well. Last week meron kang sakit, pero how are you today? Kumain na ba kayo? Actually ako hindi pa. Pero after this, kakain agad ako. Nagpa-reserve na ako ng food sa karinderya. Before tayo mag-start, hold on. I'm just gonna stretch my muscles. Medyo masakit katawan ko dahil sa kahapon. Anong naol? Naol? Masakit katawan? Hindi maganda yun. Rico. Actually, di ba naalala nyo? Injured yung pa ako. So, that's another excuse for me to stop working out. So, I resumed working out recently. And, yun. Kaya masakit katawan ko ngayon. Alright, anyway. Before that, let's take a sip of coffee. Instant coffee lang. Kasi, naubusan na ako ng sponsored na ground coffee. Pero mamaya magigiling ako ng bagong yung ubo na nandito pa rin. Actually, matagal talaga yung ubo na yan. Matagal mawala yung ubo. Laging siya yung huli. Naalala ko, di ba may sore throat ako like a couple of weeks ago? But right now, may konti pa. Alam mo yung wala na siya doon, pero pag inisip mo kailangan kong umubo, biglang mangangating lalamunan, or you feel like, may konting phlegm somewhere in your throat, so you have to clear it up or something like that. Pero, in my case, siguro ng akin, parang 2 or 3 days ago lang siya naging ganun eh. Hello, Rego. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Kumain na ba kayo? Oh, yeah. Sobrang nakakainis yung ganung feeling na, naman sa kalapa doon, you can't tell if it's a proper cough na pag umubo ka may phlegm talaga or talagang makati lang and it's dry and you feel like your throat is all scratched up na pag uminom ka ng tubig it's gonna burn or ng something na like sabaw ng sinigang, you feel like it's gonna get singed. Ganda nga. Kumain ka na rin ba, Reko? Alright. So, hold on. Let me just prepare my new slides and we can get started. Where is that window? Ito kasi, itong slides na to, pinaprepare ko siya ahead of the day. Para, kasi minsan, nalala ko, during early days ng BULLGAR, when I read the news straight from the site, sometimes yung pop-ups, they remind you na, you viewed this site more times than usual today, so we're gonna have to ask you to sign up. Medyo hassle yun. So, I decided I'm just gonna copy the things sa separate window, yung mismong text, and then I'm gonna read from there. Having cup noodles for breakfast, since nakalimutan ko kumain ng breakfast sa bahay. Nasa office ka ngayon? Yeah, siguro I'm gonna have bistek later. I'm having cup noodles. Anong flavor? Yun yung importante. Because cup noodles are usually available in like yung regular, seafood, or like ultra spicy. I'm not sure why, bakit ganun lang yung flavors na nakikita ko for cup noodles. Pero seafood, dun ko madalas nakikita yung yung seafood flavor sa cup noodles. Yung regular, yung beef. Tapos, and then, tawag dito, seafood is yung meron parang maliliit na curve na shrimp. I mean, can't even call it shrimp, more like alamang siya, pero nag-iisa lang, parang gano'n. Alright, pero sige, habang i-process ko muna kung nangyayari sa ano sa katawan ko, kasi sakit na katawan ko. Let's go. Let's start with the news, by the way. So, umpisahan natin sa let's go high, basically. Let's go high for our first news for the day. So, ang una nating news is walang iba kung hindi ito, tadan! Strange twin asteroids, and these are the youngest ever seen, are likely broke apart just 300 years ago. So, sabi dito, scientists have spotted 2 space rocks that may be Earth's freshest asteroid neighbors. So, the strange pair of near-Earth asteroids is separated by only 600,000 miles. So, it's not really much. I mean, it sounds like a lot, pero they're practically next to each other in the grand scale of things. So it's a pair of rocks, basically, and the theory is they likely broke off from the same asteroids just a few centuries ago. So fairly recent. It's pretty much yesterday, kumbaga, if you consider that scale of things. Parang kahapon lang nangyari to halos. So the 2 asteroids were discovered separately in August 2019. So at first they found the big rock, the bigger one, but they noticed that parang may weird pattern yung bigger rock, and fast forward several years ago, I think parang 2 or 3 years later, they had newer equipment, and then they checked the same asteroid again, and then they found out there's another body next to it, which is the smaller rock. So the first duo of rocks never gets closer to the sun than Earth's orbit and wander out as far as Saturn's orbit, which kind of makes sense. If they get any closer to the sun, if they're closer to the Earth, if they're closer to the sun than Earth, malaki yung chance that they're just gonna evaporate, or the pull of the sun just gets, it's gonna pull it straight to the sun pala sa sobrang lakas ng gravity nun. So, yun, ang pangalan, so they named the thing, okay, so they named the meteors 2019 PR2 tsaka 2019 QR6. And the bigger rock is about half a mile wide. So, mga 1 kilometer wide yung isang rock. And then the other one is around 500 meters. So, medyo kalahati lang siya. So, paano nila nalaman na medyo, alam nila na merong dalawang rocks na magkasama. So, paano nila nalaman na medyo recent lang siya? Well, according to the scientists na nakakita nun is, they ran a series of calculations na parang, di ba, some people, scientists use like the big maths to calculate trajectories and stuff. They can also use the big maths to calculate where the rocks were before. And yun nga, according to their calculations, in the not so distant past, the 2 objects actually had one shared orbit, which implies na it's just one big rock before. And yung point na yun was somewhere around 200 years ago to 400 years ago. So, in-average na lang nila, siguro mga nasa 300 yan. Pero yun, the maximum, parang farthest back in time na possible na nag-break sila is 420 years ago. Pero it could be as recent as 200. And, yung pa, tawag dito, unlike other rocks daw, they may have been off-gassing some material. Basically, off-gassing is like, it's basically farting out small particles that gives it some faint signs of a tail. You know how comets have like tails na pointed away from the sun. Parang may ganun din sila, even though they're not that big na. And that was before. Right now, parang inner trucks na lang sila. Pero at some point daw, they were basically emitting particles that can create a tail similar to that of comets. So these two asteroids, by the way, they made their closest approach to Earth in October 2019, and it's gonna take a while before they come back na malapit sa atin. Their expected return to Earth, basically, or their expected flyby is November 2047 na. So ayun. So see you on 2047, kambal na asteroids. Asteroids are cool kasi I don't get to see much of them even even when I was in the province. I mean, the closest thing I have to space rocks basically is yung meteors. Kapag gabi, 'di ba? I remember four? Okay. So I remember when I was a kid, we were looking out for space rocks basically. And yung naalala ko is I was so hyped about meteor showers na pag makita ka, you do the wish thing. And then I saw my first meteor. It was super brief, like parang split second lang. Sabi ko, paano ko makakapag-wish ng 3 beses sa meteor, di ba? That's not possible. Aray ko, hold on. Lipat ko lang yung camera ko. There we go. So yun nga, how is that even possible? Whoever thought of, if you make a wish 3 times on a falling star, meteor. But yeah, I have seen a meteor shower before na marami. Parang on a regular day, on a clear sky, you can easily see like 20, 30 meteors. Naalala ko yung latest na meteor shower na nakita ko is almost like 1 meteor every 30 seconds. I mean, it kinda sounds awesome, but siguro kung hindi ka space fan, you'll just say, okay, may konting streak ng puti. There's gonna be a streak of white every few seconds. Ganun. I mean, siguro the fact that you know what it is makes it more amazing. Pero if you're not a fan of space, you're gonna be like, okay, something just flashed that way. Okay, I guess that's it. No, I did not propose on that night, Mire. I proposed on a night where there were fireflies, not meteors. Pero there were meteors then. I'm pretty sure there were meteors that night because it was a clear night. Just not paying attention to it because I was too busy looking at someone closer to Earth at the moment, diba? Ikaw malandi! Ako daw malandi, sabi niya, no? So anyway, that's our news. First news for today. Hello, by the way, good morning, Mire. So, from something na medyo mataas, baba tayo ng konti, guys. Baba tayo ng konti. Tadan! Here's our second one. And speaking of, kanina 300 years ago to. Let's look at something old naman to. Meet the oldest aquarium-based fish in the world, guys. This guy, or girl, I'm not sure. Let's find out. This fish is named Methuselah. Wow, so original. Anyway, this one is a lungfish, which is believed to be 90 years old, and it weighs 18 kilograms. So it's equivalent to about 18 bags of sugar. Why bags of sugar of all things? I'm not really sure. Pero apparently, whoever made this news is like, oh, this is 18 kilos. Let's compare it to something that's relatable. I don't know. Bag of sugar. And this fish is named Methuselah and is being studied by the California Academy of Sciences. So, according to the aquarium's workers, she likes to eat fresh figs. She also likes belly rubs. And she's a bit picky with her food. So, guys, girls, everyone, ang secret to long life pala is belly rubs and being maarte sa pagkain. So this fish is called the Australian lungfish. It's a semi-rare species of fish. The museum of California Academy of Sciences has a museum, and they have 2 other lungfishes like this. So lungfishes are basically, like they said, it's a fish with lungs. So it can survive out of water for an extended period of time, provided na they're properly moisturized, basically. So during dry season, lungfish tend to dig holes sa mud flats, and then they stay there until bumalik yung tubig. And yeah, they're very, very long-lived. The previous record for the oldest Australian lungfish is usually like 95 years old yata. Alon's great-grandpa, yeah, and this is the biggest inspiration for Alona, because remember, Alona is a merfolk and then she decided to come up to land. So, yun naman, itong lungfish, ganun din yung ginagawa nila. Alon's great-grandpa. Baka, possibly. And yun nga, maganda yung pagkaka-study sa kanya kasi they're not taking any samples or thing, they're just observing their behavior. And sabi nga ng mga scientists doon, they tell the volunteers to pretend that she's an underwater puppy, very mellow, very gentle, but of course, if she gets spooked, she will have sudden bouts of energy. But for the most part, she's just calm. So we just give her the best possible care we can provide, and hopefully she has a longer lifespan. So, si Methuselah, para sa Methuselah, kung nasan ka man, mano po, tanda ka na eh. Teka, Diyos ko lang tayo. Kasi sumasandal ako recently kasi masakit na katawan ko. Alright. Next natin news for today. Actually, nag-alaga ba kayo ng aquarium fish? Ako nag-alaga ako before ng aquarium fish, but we were stupid. We didn't know na you have to let the water rest before you replace it. Otherwise, it will not have enough oxygen content and it will be heavy with chlorine. So, 2 beses ako nag-restock ng isda na namatay sila instantly after cleaning the aquarium. Because apparently, yun nga, you had to let the thing sit for a while before you put it to the aquarium. Pero at least ngayon, if ever mag-aquarium ako, alam ko na, I know better na, yun nga, pagpahingahin ng 2 days yung tubig. So imagine mo na lang pag someone in charge of cleaning this tank makes that same mistake. Oh my god, that would be a waste. I had a small tank, as in sobrang liit na tank. And then, it was later repurposed into a cage for rats, ganon. Pero, yun nga, for the most part, we kinda got rid of it na rin. Someone broke the tank. Fishes died days later. Yeah. Tsaka, ayun lang, ang ano ko sa aquarium, sobrang high maintenance sila, or rather, ang hirap nilang linisin. Kasi, syempre, kapag dumumi ang aquarium, you have to get the fish, and then you have to drain the thing, and the thing smells like canal water, and then you have to brush the gravel or the soil, and then you have to scrub the edges, the sides, tapos you have to be super particular about rinsing it, otherwise magkakasabon yung aquarium, and then you put the fish back. But you have to wait for the water to set properly. So, yeah, it's so much work. And it's just a small aquarium. What if yung meron ka pa mga arwana, yung mga ganun na malalaki talaga. Yun, hassle talaga yun. So, ako if ever, I don't know, I don't think I'd ever maintain an aquarium again. Nasanay na, na-spoil na ako ng mga low maintenance pets eh. And speaking of low maintenance pest, tubog ulan, wala kaming ganun. So speaking of low maintenance pests, siguro terrarium na lang, hindi na aquarium. Terrarium na lang. Mag-aalaga na lang ng, mga tarantula, ganun. Speaking of which, ang next news natin for today is, tadan! A YouTuber discovers a new species of tarantula inside a bamboo plant. So, this one happens in Thailand. Si Jocho Sipawat, who has 2.5 million YouTube subscribers, found a tarantula hiding in a bamboo while traveling through a forest in northwestern Thailand. And then he noticed that this is a kind of a weird-looking tarantula. So he sent a snap. He sent a photo to an arachnologist. And itong arachnologist, ang pangalan niya ay Narin Kompupwang. So si Narin, he was shocked at Jocho. Jocho yung pangalan ni nung YouTuber. Narin was shocked at Jocho's latest find, and after studying the tarantula, they realized this is a completely new species. And so they got a chance to name the tarantula. They're gonna name it Taxinus bambus, which is named after Taksin the Great. This is a Thailand figure. One of their kings. Apparently they have kings dun sa Thailand. So yeah, their name this tarantula is named after Taksin the Great, and yung last niyang name, yung species niya, bambus. So si bambus, of course, because galing siya sa bamboo plant. So sabi nga nito, these animals are truly remarkable. They are the first known tarantulas ever with a bamboo-based ecology. So, and it turns out na if you live in bamboo, if you're a tarantula and you live in bamboo, you have a lot of advantages. For example, una, safe ka sa weather because, bamboos are tough. And pangalawa, it's a very, very nice place to shed your exoskeleton because when tarantulas molt, they lie down on their backs, as in nakatihaya sila. Pero it takes a lot of setup. They have to make a webbing first, a layer of soft web. That's where they're gonna lie down, and then that's when they start the molting process, which could take up to several hours, and the entire time they're super vulnerable. And even then, after nila mag-molt, after they get rid of their old skin, they have to spend sometimes a day or two, just waiting for their new skin to harden into a proper exoskeleton. So even that is dangerous. To the point na kapag bagong molt ang spider, malambot yung fangs niya. So they can't even eat properly. So yun. I do have a tarantula here next to me. And it's currently chilling right now. Pero, yeah, siguro I'm planning on keeping more tarantulas in the future. Yes, I have the skins before, but I got rid of it because turns out I don't have any purpose. I can't use them for anything. But yeah, when I was new to keeping tarantulas, I keep the skins. So, meron ako na skin from when I first bought them. So, they're very small, almost rice grain. That's how small the skins are. To something as big as my hand. Pero, yun nga. I have a video of one of my pets molting sa Facebook. I'll try to find it. I think Farmer has the video. I'm not sure if Farmer has the video. Pero, yan nga. The first time I saw a tarantula molting properly, it was so weird. It's super slow. Pero the final moments are so rewarding. Siguro the best thing about this is like when they finally kick the skin off, and then they start moving their feet. Kasi sa umpisa, hindi mo mapansin like, how is this any bigger than the last one? Well, parang wala namang size difference. And then it starts unfurling. The spider starts spreading out. And then you see, oh my god, ang laki ng pinagkaiba ng bagong mold dun sa luma, sa pinagbihisan, kumbaga. It's always an amazing sight. So, ayun. And, okay, let's see. Ano pa bang mga tarantula? I mean, good thing about tarantulas is they have very different personalities. So, I remember, the current one that I have right now, si Nacho, is also my first tarantula. It's kind of a neat freak. It doesn't want any, like, dead insect parts everywhere. Always tries to keep his food on one corner. Tsaka laging malinis yung bahay. I did have a, what do they call this? A hairy, hold on. Yung species lang naalala ko eh. So, Gramostola yung genus. But we call him Hobo. And Hobo is super messy. Like, you lay out the bedding for his terrarium. And then the day after, it's just a mess of turned up soil. And then of course, meron din kami ng mga suplado. For example, si Pongkan, which is an orange baboon tarantula, also known as OBT, is notoriously aggressive. Notoriously defensive actually. Sobrang bilis niyang kumilos, tapos sobrang prone to threatening to bite stuff. So, yun, we try to handle it with care. Sobrang takaw din nun. It's basically a trash compactor. You can throw anything and it's anything that resembles a bug and it will try to eat it. So, yun. Amazing tarantula. Yeah. Itong current one is named Nacho kasi it's a Mexican red knee. So, if you guys want to take care of a tarantula, if ever, always start with a red knee tarantula because they are the easiest to handle. They're the most docile, basically. I mean, I'm not saying you should handle them like handle in your hand, but more like they're the easiest to take care of. They're not super jumpy. They're not super takaw, and they look good when they grow up. When you see an adult red knee, it's super good looking for something like that. And they're cheap. I think a spiderling, they sell spiderlings bundled together na. They call it the beginner package. It's usually a red knee, yung species ni Hobo, which is an extra hairy breed basically. And then sometimes another red knee or a red leg sometimes, or a flame knee. Oh no, I don't think they give away flame knees for beginners. And then they have the golden knee. The golden knee is my favorite. Gramostola rin siya. Is same genus as Hobo. I had a golden knee. I called him Taco because it's a Mexican breed rin. That one is mabait din naman siya. Except para sa akin mas maganda yung itsura. It looks more like a construction machine, parang gano'n, kasi gold and black and it's bigger than the red knee. Anyway, medyo na-distract ako. I kept talking about my pets. Yeah, true. It's like a beginner package actually. Parang sa game talaga. Yeah, that's how they sell it pala. So, let me just check here. So, next natin na news is kind of I'm not sure what to make out of this news, but basically this one, giant bunny loses to a competitive eater in rabbit versus human salad showdown. Yeah, so apparently this happened. A human went head to head with a rabbit. Good morning, Rain. Good morning, Rain. Welcome to the stream. Are you about to sleep now on that side of the planet? So, apparently, this is a thing. A human went head-to-head with a rabbit to participate in a salad eating contest. Alright, so, ang pangalan ng rabbit is basically, the rabbit is named Honey. Yeah. The name is Honey Mega Bunny. And ang nanalo actually, surprisingly, the human won. So, the human named Raina Huang kind of won by eating 3.5 pounds of chopped salad in 10 minutes. So, yeah, in the match-up. So, unfortunately, the rabbit, the defending champion, lost because it didn't eat anything. It didn't eat anything during the contest. It just stood there. That salad on the picture was basically untouched for the entire duration of the contest. Di ba out herbivored by the human? Yeah, that is so sad. So the matchup was organized by Chop Stop in Glendale, California. And yun nga, Honey just froze in front of the giant plate of lettuce and didn't eat anything. That's why they lost. So faced with the humiliating loss, Team Bunny was permitted by the organizers to bring in a second rabbit, which is named Precious. And unfortunately, this second rabbit also didn't eat the thing. I think what happened here was medyo na, I think they got spooked for, you know, they're in a different place. Yeah, and maybe they're not in the mood to eat salad. I understand because it's salad. I don't eat that much greens. I mean, I'm a carbo, but I prefer my grass simple and not salad-y. I mean, it also makes sense though. Rabbits are not scarfers. They're not like dogs. They don't just when they see food they eat as fast as possible. You know how dogs are like super enthusiastic when they eat? Yeah, the rabbits are not like that. They're more like grazers that like you have to leave the food there the entire day, parang ganun. And si Human, in-interview nila si Human so about their win. Like medyo empty ba? Is the victory so empty because the rabbits didn't put up a fight? But that's not the case actually. Sabi ni Raina, the human that ate the salad, it was more like a challenge to herself. And when she does contests and challenges, usually she doesn't pay attention to the competition. I think it's best for me to just see the best of what I can do. Yun yung sabi ni Raina. So, congratulations to Raina for beating a rabbit in the salad eating competition. I didn't even know that that's a thing, but hey, congratulations! This is Florida Man worthy news, basically. Yeah, you won. At what cost you humiliated the rabbit? Yun nga eh. Is it worth knowing the fact that you put 2 rabbits to shame? Is it worth the victory? So anyway, sabi ko nga, this is like Florida level news. And speaking of Florida level news, let's go to our favorite superhero, which is si Florida Man. Florida Man. So Florida Man, guys, you know him, you love him. Florida Man is our favorite superhero, straight from Florida. And siya nga ang kaaway ng walang kaaway, kakampi ng walang kakampi, kaibigan ng walang kaibigan, at tagapag-api ng walang umaapi. So ano ang latest news? What is the latest news for Florida Man? Well, let's see here. Sabi dito, Florida Man steals a car and a train sends it crashing into a house. So, what happened here? Yes, Florida Man na naman. More like Florida Man as always. So, Florida Man says he jumped from a stolen car seconds before it was hit by a train and sent flying into a nearby home. And the sleeping residents, actually, unfortunately, the house was inhabited when this entire thing happened. The only good thing, I guess the good thing is that the sleeping residents were unharmed. But the bad thing is that they woke up with the car inside their house. ang good news is Florida Man is in that car, so they were lucky enough to see Florida Man in person, I guess. So the police said Florida Man claimed he stole the car in a good faith effort, okay, to search for his own car after leaving a bar in Saturday. Okay, alright. So Florida Man got drunk. And then he came back to the parking spot and apparently his car is missing. So he decided that the best thing to do is steal a different car to look for his own car. And this is when Thomas the Tank Engine decided, okay, Florida Man, you have to stop that. So he ran over the car, sent it flying to a house so that Florida Man will not, Florida Man will not keep on stealing, so, he won't get away with a stolen car, basically. So, but this doesn't stop there, okay? So after Thomas the Tank Engine stopped the stolen car, Florida Man got out of the car and tried to steal a forklift from a nearby fruit stand, which he also vandalized. So, yeah, I'm not sure why he would vandalize a forklift, but apparently he can do that too. And I guess he was arrested while he was riding the stolen forklift. So, yeah. Oh, wait, he wasn't arrested. He flagged down. He flagged down the police, basically. So he stole a car, got hit by a train, crashed into a house, got out of the car, stole a forklift, and then when he saw the police, he flagged them down to tell the police that his own car was missing. And that's when the police were like, yeah, no, you're going with us. So yun. So apparently that's the story of Florida Man. And good morning, Ryan. So yeah, so the 38 miles in travel. Okay. So Florida Man has new powers, which is basically here. Ito yung listahan ng latest abilities niya and his long list of abilities. Grand Theft Auto, Criminal Mischief, and Driving Under the Influences. And there are additional charges to be expected after, after deliberating. Medyo mataas yung kill count ni, medyo mataas yung kill count ni Florida Man dito sa particular news na to. So ano ang lesson for today, guys, na gusto na ituro ni Florida Man sa atin, guys? Well, for starters, oh, my nose is feeling stuffy. I wonder why. Yeah, Florida Man has many abilities. He has like Grand Theft Auto. He has public exposure. He has general disturbing the peace, ganon. He was I remember he was charged for he got charged with the power of throwing an alligator. Apparently that's against the law. Anyway, so Florida Man was basically telling us something like, guys, no matter what happens, when your vehicle goes missing, it's not an excuse to steal a different vehicle. And definitely do not flag the police after stealing a vehicle. That's a quick trip to jail, guys. So don't be like Florida Man. Don't be like Florida Man. That's why he's being Florida Man, so that we won't have to be. He took it upon himself to carry the burden of whatever he's carrying right now. So yeah, that's it for our news for today, guys. And I hope you guys had, insightful shit about I hope you guys learned something new today. And you know how it is, mga bulgar natin, something slightly educational. So ano natutunan nyo this day? We learned Florida Man stole a car. We know that a rabbit lost to a human, stuff like that. I'll be back on Friday for more news. But since the news is done, it's time for a different thing. And remember, it's Wednesday, so today is Cancel Wednesday. So, eto na tayo ngayon sa nandito na tayo ngayon sa X is Cancelled. So, sino ang latest natin na ika-cancel this week, guys? Well, your favorite segment. So, for those new to the channel, X is Cancelled is basically a public advisory service because the board of cancelors decide whether someone is a threat to public safety. So we decided we're gonna cancel this. And so whenever you see people that shows up in this segment, you have to be very careful around them, okay? Alright. So first natin, what is the first member of the cancel this house? Sinong una natin ika-cancel today? Well, walang iba kung hindi tadan, SUV drivers, mga motorista. But to be specific, SUV drivers. So you'd be asking, board of cancelors, why would you want to cancel SUV drivers? Well, because guys, I'm sure you can relate to this, but SUV drivers are kaskasero sa public roads. They are some of the most aggressive drivers in Philippine public roads. They will overtake whenever they get the chance. They will speed up whenever they get the chance. They will swerve whenever they get the chance. Every time I'm driving, and I'm driving next to an SUV, I kind of let them, I try to stay away from them because they usually pull off shit like that you wouldn't expect. Actually, you kind of expect, but it's gonna make you facepalm every time they try to do that. Or sometimes they gun it pag dilaw na, they're gonna go full power like, it's the red light, we have to beat it. Basta sobrang every time there's an SUV driver, especially if they have the stuff written on the side like UV Express. If it's a public utility SUV vehicle, if it's a PUV, that's even worse. So yeah, for that reason, SUV drivers, you are cancelled. And next reason why we want to cancel SUV drivers is because ang bagal sa subdivision. So these drivers are super aggressive when you're in the highway. But the moment na they exit the highway and they enter subdivisions or residential areas, they become super notoriously slow. Like, they take up half of the road because they're super wide. They're basically trucks. They're basically big trucks. They're super wide and they're super slow because suddenly they're afraid that, I might turn this way, I might scratch my car because there's, the road is too narrow. And they're super irritating they're even more irritating to me kapag nasa subdivision because they're blocking the way, they can't go fast. I'm not sure what's wrong with these guys. Parang they're actually trying to waste your time on purpose. So for being super slow on subdivisions and alleyway and small roads, SUV drivers, you are cancelled. But it's not done. We're not done, guys. We're not done with this SUV, guys. For the third reason, I'm sure you can also agree with this, but this one, laging may nagtatapon ng plastic galing sa loob. This one, I'm not sure why this always happens, but if you're in the highway and there's an SUV in front of you and you've been following this SUV for a long time, you will realize that there will always be this one random hand holding a plastic bag. I think they're gonna open a window, and then there's gonna be a hand holding a plastic bag, and then they're gonna throw the plastic bag outside. I'm not sure why this happens a lot with SUV drivers, but apparently that's a thing. Like, they're always throwing trash. Kahit tao natatapon usually mga bata. Yun nga, it's always either the driver himself or the passenger, but you can always expect in long trips for SUVs to have that random hand holding a trash. So magagalit si Mama Nate. So for being bad, for being mean to Mama Nate SUV driver, we're not even gonna go about the fuel economy. It's a different thing altogether. But SUV drivers, for doing this thing that makes Mama Nate bad. Hello, Miko. Yun nga. So, nandito si Miko. Miko, welcome. No, it's fine, Miko. It's okay to be late. But do take your complimentary point. It's here. So, plus 1 point to Miko. Welcome to the stream. So, like I said, so aside from that, so they're super fast, they're super aggressive on roads, they're super slow on in subdivisions, and then they throw trash. They always put out trash on the road. So for that, SUV drivers, you are cancelled. Hirap kumita ng Arabs. Alright. And for the last reason, okay, this one is more like nangihinayang ako. But the last reason why we're canceling SUV drivers is because of this. The off-road thing is never a thing with this kind of drivers. Because for the most part, if you see an SUV on the road, you can see na a big I think most SUVs na designed to be off-road. Yung four-wheel drive, you know how SUV drivers are always like, oh, I want this four-wheel drive, guys, with off-roading capabilities. You can switch from four-wheel drive to two-wheel drive when you're out there in the regular roads, stuff like that. And then they have this raced wheels or big tires and stuff, but they're not scratched up. They're super clean. They're pristine. Like, you can tell that they never went off-road with the vehicle. So I feel like sayang yun. I mean, sure, I see SUVs that are actually used for off-road purposes, but for the most part, for every all-terrain super rough riding SUV model na nakita ko, most of them have never went off-road ever. So for wasting such a good feature on such a good car, SUV drivers, you are cancelled. So guys, mag-ingat kayo pag nakita kayo ng SUV drivers, ha? Always steer clear. So always steer clear of these guys. Be careful. Yeah, pamorma lang. Because guys, unawain na lang natin, guys. Let's just try to understand. Sometimes, small PP energy, so, have to compensate. Yes, nababad ako. And try rin nila dapat umakyat ng mga bundok sa Rizal kapag umuulan. Why do they not go to the wall? Diba? The wall is somewhere sa taas, somewhere near Marikina, somewhere north of Marikina. There are two things that you can go there. One is the wall, the other one is the shotgun. Those are good challenges for their SUVs. Yun yung tawag doon sa mga kalsada. Those are two steep roads, the wall and shotgun. I see cyclists trying to take on the wall, pero I don't see a lot of cyclists trying to take on shotgun. So, hold on, let me just pull up shotgun. Let's see. That shotgun peak. Shotgun peak is somewhere near this is San Mateo Rizal. San Mateo Rizal. The wall is a different one. Pero sa San Mateo rin yung the wall. Okay. Alright, so next natin sa list. So we have SUV drivers out the way. Who's our next one? Okay, this one for VTubers, I'm gonna try. We're trying a new format, guys. We're not gonna be specific about why we're canceling them, but we're gonna tell you why they are canceled pa rin. This is a different way of canceling VTubers. So for this one, for the first VTuber for this format, we're going with Joris Apolaki. So Joris Apolaki, he's a Firebird VTuber. And he is canceled for the following reasons. So first transgression, guys, ni Joris Apolaki is asan na yan? Disturbing the peace. So Joris Apolaki is cancelled for disturbing the peace because mahilig siya magharana sa stream. Di ba? Ang galing-galing kumanta ni Joris, di ba? Galing kumanta si Joris sa mga love songs and stuff. And pero dahil masipag siyang masipag siyang magharana yun eh. So nananahimik si ate sa kanyang kasa. And then suddenly makita si Joris sa baba. May dadalang gitara. Saharanahin siya. So, and tell me, was that one time he got drunk as well? Yeah, si Joris, yeah. Joris disturbs the peace because of his Harana streams. And you can't tune out because Joris is a good singer. So, dahil dyan, Joris, for disturbing the peace, you are cancelled. Nag-blend sa jacket niya yung stamp. Anyway, next reason why we're canceling Joris is starvation-induced torture. Kilala ko si Joris as for a lot of things. Well, una, he's a gamer. Pangalawa, he has good taste. In weebish, pag weeb siya, good taste. Magaling siyang kumanta. Mas magaling siya sa akin maglaro. That's definitely a thing. And magaling siyang magluto, guys. Mahilig siyang magluto. Mahilig magluto si mahilig magluto si Joris. And nakakainis kasi pinapakita niya yung niluluto. And it always looks good, 'di ba? Tapos may inggit ka, so matutorture ka. So for starvation-induced torture, Joris Apolaki, you are ka-cancelled. Ako banda ko sa kusina, hindi ako magaling magluto. Magaling lang ako magtulo kasi nagtutulo-tulo yung sarsa, nakakalat sa lababo. Siguro yung pinapakuluan ko, umaapaw na, yun. Ako yung baliktad ng luto. So, next reason why we're canceling Joris is false identity. Falsify, diba? Using a false identity. Ano ba si Joris? Sabi niya, Firebird VTuber. Says here, Firebird VTuber. Bakit ang alam ko sa kanya, manok siya, diba? Why is Joris a Firebird if he's actually chicken? Or why is Joris a chicken if he's actually a Firebird, diba? It's kind of misleading, guys. We don't know. We can't tell for real kasi nililito tayo eh. For the longest time, when you see a Firebird, oh, Firebird, that's probably Joris. But if you see a chicken, oh, that's still Joris, diba? Ano ba? Parang ginugulo niya tayo. So, for having a false identity, Joris Apolaki, you are cancelled. Aren't chickens? Yeah, but they're not firebirds. Are you saying aren't it's the same as it's same energy as you're calling a dove a chicken? So yeah, it's different. Get your taxonomy right, Mire. Grabe, ibig sabihin nilalahat-lahat mo porky bird chicken na. Grabe, for stereotyping birds, Mire. 1 point. That's a point for you. Congratulations on your point today. You may claim it later after the end of this episode. Woo! So, next natin. Final reason why we are canceling Joris Apolaki is, this one is Manyak. Joris Manyak. This isn't coming from me. This came from anonymous source. So an anonymous source na itatago natin sa pangalang Tamao. Apparently I received news na Joris is a manyak. Alright. And dahil dyan, I'm not even gonna explain. Basta Joris Manyak. Joris Manok, Joris Manyak. Alright. So, for being manyak, for being manyak, Joris, you are canceled. Alright, diba? So, yan ang una nating so, how's that format? That format looks good, right? That format looks fine. Diba? Mas parang criminal na all manyak. Wonder about Joris. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, I think he's fine. Yeah, I think Joris is fine. He's offline pa. Probably tulog pa. Alright. Next natin na cancel sa list is mall elevators. Okay. This one, masakit i-cancel to, pero kailangan i-cancel. And hindi siya masakit dahil masakit i-cancel. Masakit siya kasi inaalala ko yung mga nangyayari, kaya ko siya kinancel. So, bakit cancel ng mall elevators? Especially this particular one sa SM Mega Mall, Building A, or yung sa Building B, same energy rin sila. Pero mostly Building A. Kasi, di ba, remember guys, Building A is mas konti yung tao. Pero kahit na mall elevators are decorations, you got that right. Exactly. So why are they decorations? And why are they canceled? First reason, they're never there when you need them. Example, you are on the 4th floor. You want to take the elevator to the 2nd floor. Where is the elevator? It's at the 3rd floor, going down. So that means by the time the elevator is ready, by the time the elevator is ready, or there, the 4th floor, you're already at the 2nd floor because you already took the escalator, which is, by the way, always close by. I mean, even here in the picture, makikita mo, the escalator is already just there, right behind it. So yeah. So mall elevators, for being never there when you need them, mall elevators, you are canceled. Next one. So why are mall elevators canceled? It's because even if they're available, they're almost always full. So you can't even get in. And even worse is sometimes nobody gets out of that floor. Elevators, true, Mary. Mall elevators are always too little, too late. So, and even if they go up sa floor na where you are, they're full. So you can't even go in. Or if you want to, if gusto mo ipaglaban, if you want to fight for your spot, you have to contend with a lot of people. So for being full of other people, for not having space for us. Mall elevators, you are cancelled, okay? Cancelled. But guys, it doesn't stop there. That's just it. It doesn't stop there, guys. Next reason why we are canceling mall elevators. If they're not full, they are out of order. Guys, pagdating sa malls, elevators and out of order signs, they come hand in hand, guys. Crow, yung cousin mo, your bird cousin, Joris has already been So, yeah, if they're not full, they're out of order. It's like, I've always seen elevators with out of order signs. Pero, you know, ano bang point, di ba? So, they're always in repair mode, so they take up a lot of resources to fix, and they're not that useful. So, next reason. So, teka, cancel muna natin siya. For being out of order, if you're not full, you are mall elevators. You are canceled. And last reason is actually, so this one, I think ito pinakamasakit. Lagi kang may kasabay na bata. The one time sa elevators. So, the one time that the mall elevators are not full, are operational, are there when you need them, it's always like that na lagi kang may kasabay na bata. And do you know, not do you know, you know, guys, how annoying it is to have a kid in a mall elevator. It's usually the kid that either throws up because of motion sickness, apparently, or they're eating this super smelly food in their hand, or they're sticky, they touch you. Hello, Lord! Or they're throwing a tantrum because galing sila sa Toy Kingdom, paakyat yung elevator, at si Mama hindi bumili ng laruan na gusto niya. So they're throwing a tantrum inside the elevator. It's just, it's so, guys, diba? So relatable, guys, diba? So, you know, the board of counselors, talagang pina-factor in nila lahat. Alam nila yung plight ng common people. So that's why laging relatable yung cancel points. So mall elevators, for being that, for having kids inside the elevator, mall elevators are canceled, guys. Alright. So, okay, so, because I'm living nightmare in PD. See, oh yeah, Ryan, guys. Ryan is in pedia, but he's still in quarantine. So let's wish Ryan happy quarantine, happy symptomless quarantine. You're gonna get back to the kids soon enough. So and so that's the third one na ka-cancel natin. So next natin na i-cancel is walang iba kundi, you know and you love him, Cross Out. Cross Out is an alien VTuber. And this one is also guilty for transgressions that are unforgivable, guys. So bakit natin i-cancel si Cross Out? Kasi na-cancel na natin si Iri. Cross Out is cancelled because first reason, hindi sumasabay sa usapan. So basically, dapat pala pinalitan dito anti-social tendencies, ganun. Si Cross Out, I mean, remember yung nilabas niya na short video recently. Si Cross kasi, ewan ko, parang laging lutang kapag kinakausap ng strangers. Yun nga, kunwari, tinatanong siya, anong drinks ang gusto nyo? Sabi nga, umorder siya sa Jollibee, anong drinks gusto mo? Ang reply ni Cross is, oo. So, someone ask him, he assumes it's a yes or no question. O kaya, yun nga, kapag, basically, if you're a stranger and Cross is in his default mode, basically, it's about, unless kilala ka niya. So, yeah, he's not there. It's hard to get in the same, it's hard to get to the same wavelength as him. So, for being sabaw sa usapan, cross out, you are cancelled. Right, but that's not all, guys. That is not all. Next reason why we are canceling cross out: desertion. Oh my god, this one's serious, guys. Have you guys checked the lore of this one? So lore-wise, si Crossout, guys, Crossout is an alien. He is designed, he is assigned the task of scouting basically the Earth, providing reconnaissance. And when they were deployed here, he ended up, discovering video games, and he kind of forgot his purpose. So that's basically desertion, which is a serious offense. So for that reason, cross out, for not, for abandoning the mission that was assigned to you with your sister, by the way, is you are cancelled. Napakabigat nito. That is Husky. Hello, Husky. Welcome to the stream. So, you are cancelled for desertion. Next reason why cross out is cancelled. This one, medyo mabigat din to, guys. Bullying. Oh my god, napakabigat. Nandito si Husky. Welcome to the stream. Si Husky nanonood dyan, pero bihira yung mag-comment eh. So, guys, it's a rare Husky appearance. Woo! Si Alon, nandito rin. Alon, welcome, guys. And let's also welcome the Vtuber the artist formerly known as Alon, but technically still known as Alon. So why is cross out cancelled for bullying? Well, have you seen their collabs? Have you seen the Cross Eerie streams, guys? Have you seen the Cross Eerie streams? I don't think I have to explain further why we're canceling Cross out for bullying. But when Cross and Eerie are streaming together, it's easy to see. There's no need to explain, guys. So for that, I'm not. Hello, Eerie, kung nasan ka man. Para sa'yo to. Cross out for bullying. Eerie, you are cancelled. And last but definitely not the least. Hi, honey. Literal na bully yan. Eerie's doing her best, yeah. Also, tsaka na-cancel na si Eerie. So, last but not the least, hi, honey. Guys, have you heard hi, honey ni cross out? Actually, this is the first thing na tumatatak. Kapag every time I see cross outs nila, like, ang naiisip ko is that one stream where basically tried to cheer, I forgot the name of the streamer guy. But yeah. Si Fausto, yeah. So, cross-outs hi honey, guys. It's very dangerous, guys. It's a weapon, that weapon is not allowed in regular wars. It's too deadly, guys, the hi honey. I'm not sure if I can find the clip. But yeah. Him using a hi honey is a war crime. So, for having one of the most dangerous hi honeys in the PH Vtuber community, cross out, you are cancelled. All right. So, yan ang natin. Let's have a rundown nung it can make fans to go uhug. Yeah. So that is our canceled list for today, guys. I hope you guys steer clear. I hope you guys steer clear of these individuals, or at least guard yourselves when around this guy. So first one are the SUV drivers of the PH, canceled. Joris Apolaki, canceled. Mall elevators, canceled. Cross out, canceled. Alright. And that wraps up this episode of Orion, I am safe for now. Ingan. So mark yourself safe for not being canceled. And if you are canceled already, ang masasabi ko lang, guys. Ayan. Araw ng kapatawaran. One of these days maggagawa ako ng confessional. Since hindi naman ako pare, sa loob na lang ng kotse. Tapos papangalan na lang natin yung Dashboard Confessionals. And dahil that, by the way, bago tayo matapos, I do have an announcement, guys. Later tonight, 9:30 p.m. I'm gonna be playing Apex again. Yes! We're gonna be playing with the Spicy Dragon, which is Jin Miri. And this time, we're gonna be playing with Lady K, which is a Mafia Cat VTuber. So, si Mama K, mama ng lahat. And also, ang Mafia boss ng PH VTuber community. So, Mama K, Miri, 9:30 p.m. Tandaan yan, guys. And hopefully, we don't die a lot sa hot drops. Sana maganda yung bagsak namin. And that is it for today, guys. I hope you guys had fun. Watch out then for future episodes of Bulgar. By the way, here's a recap. By the way, ito, meron nandito si Joris. Nandito yung SUV drivers, mall elevators, and of course, cross-out. Alright! So, let's go to the end screen and let's wrap things up. Di pa ako kumakain, guys. Nagkape na ako. Pero meron kang doon. I haven't. Yeah. So, cancel Carabao culture. You cannot cancel Carabao culture. The Carabao culture cancels you. Pero yun nga, naisip mo nga yung confessionals. Basically, magtatawag ako ng mga tao.
Si Tony Gonzaga ang tunay na.
Ito, sabi ni Farmer, si Tony Gonzaga daw ang tunay na cancel. Naisip ako ng pwedeng ipangal. Malabi na ako kasama na cancel. One of these days, I'm just gonna random Discord call people. And then, I'm gonna ask them if they have any sins. Mama Mire support group. Actually, parami rin ang members ng St. Peter. I think yung last horoscope, guys, with our new writer. Ay, sayang Mire kung nandun ka ba, Mire? Nakita mo yung horoscope reading ng bagong writers? Ng bagong writer natin. So, grabe yung mga horoscope reading ni writer. Sobrang deadly. So, I think it's trying to compete with Mire for the most victims sa tarot reading. Feel ko nga kakontsaba ni Mire yun eh. Feel ko kakontsaba ni Mire yung bagong writer ko sa horse. But guys, by the way, Friday is not tomorrow. But sa Friday is gonna be obituary day. So we're gonna be paying respects to people and things that have been around that are no longer with us. Madami na yung members ng SPG, di ba? So dapat pala sa Friday sponsored by SPG rin yung obituary, guys. Ang horoscope reading, Miko, is every Monday actually sa horoscope. So Mondays are horoscope readings for the week. Wednesday is X is canceled. Obituaries are during Fridays because F stands for funeral. So it's funeral Fridays, guys. Parang ganon. Pa-shoutout, may FMR ako sa Friday, guys. May FMR si Mireille sa Friday. What's an FMR? What's an FMR? I don't know what FMR means. But, guys, whatever the FMR is, Mireille has it on Friday. So, do check out her channel. Good Times with Miko. Check out, actually, everyone here na Vtuber sa comment section, you guys check out each other's channels, diba? Para we help each other grow. Alright, and nag-loop na yung music, so that's my cue to get the fuck out of here. So I'm gonna look for my stop streaming button, and I hope you guys have a good day today, alright? Full moon ritual, that's what it is, full moon ritual. Alright, that will be all, guys, and I'll see you tonight. Goodbye, bye-bye. Stop.